guys, welcome back to Homemade Food Junkie. If you're new here, my mom and I make food videos, product reviews, all sorts of things. So what we're going to do today is we are going to test out this natural food dye that I got from Amazon against regular artificial food dye. I'm really trying to limit the amount of artificial food dyes that I have in my house, that I feed my children. So I would be overjoyed if this actually is a good alternative. I don't know, I've never tried to work with this before, so we're gonna find out. So I'm just going to make a basic white buttercream right now, and then we will color it. So let's get started. So I have my vanilla buttercream made. I made the consistency a little bit thicker on purpose. I'm a little bit worried about these because it says they come in packets, and it says that I'm going to need to dissolve the packets in a couple drops of water, and I don't want that water to ruin the consistency of my buttercream, so I made it really thick for that reason. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to portion out some frosting in each of these bowls. We have 6 bowls. There's 3 colors in here, red, yellow, pink, and blue that I'm going to use. And there are obviously yellow, pink, and blue on this as well. So we're going to do a straight comparison. So let's get started. Okay, so I have my frosting portioned off into 3 bowls, and now I'm going to go ahead and mix this powder. Okay, so we have our artificial and natural. I am pleasantly surprised by, one, how easy it was to make these colors. It was pretty easy. I just put, water in the powder, and it mixed really well. And a little goes a long way, so I would say don't use too much. The only one that I'm like, it's cute. This is the pink natural, this is the pink artificial. The pink natural, I am seeing the consistency of the frosting a tiny bit is cracking, so it's not going to be as fluid when it goes on the cupcake as the artificial is. And That's probably because the beetroot that colors this is breaking down some of the butter in there or the proteins, and it's causing the frosting to crack. I would still use it. It's not that big of a deal, and I think to get rid of artificial food dyes, hands down, the best way to go. So this is the natural, this is the artificial, and I actually ended up liking the natural blue color a little better. It's more of a true blue. This one's a little bit of a green blue. So let's frost them on some cupcakes and see how they look. Okay guys, so our natural and artificial cupcakes, I have to say I was extremely impressed by that natural food coloring. It's the first time I've ever tried to use natural food coloring. The consistency of the color is pretty good. The only one that I wasn't super crazy about was the pink versus the artificial pink. Obviously this is a more hot pink. This one is still pretty, it's more of a purpley pink. The other problem that I had with this is the consistency broke down just a tiny bit. It's hardly noticeable, but the frosting doesn't hold this texture quite as well as with the artificial dye. And that's probably because of the beetroot, like I said earlier. The blues are very pretty. This is the artificial blue, this is the natural blue, and I like this blue color better. It's definitely more of a true blue. And I would say for consistency and texture, the yellow, which I was shocked. First of all, the color of this yellow is beautiful, and that's colored with turmeric. So I really thought it would turn out more of an orangey, ugly yellow, which is kind of what this one did, and this is the artificial one, believe it or not. So this actually had a really great spring butter yellow color, and the texture is amazing for this one. It did not break down like the blue and the red did. So I have to say the yellow is my favorite. So I am going to play around with these more. I will probably be using these in the future. Definitely when I'm making cupcakes for kids, I'm going to try and switch just to the natural dyes because I really want to get artificial food dyes away from my family and other people's kids as much as possible. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.